partner. Coach, we'll start with you for an opening statement.
Really thankful for get Kiki back for even a few minutes today. It's actually earlier than a little bit. We were just hoping. We were going day to day and every week hitting our markers, and really excited to have her back. And the reason I say this, I said this in the locker room, is that she hasn't found her rhythm. She hasn't played in several weeks and all those things. But Coach Tony said something I thought really important. He said we had our best warm-up of the year, most focused, most urgent. And that's because of Kiki's example and attention to detail. And I just, it was really great to have her back. So I just think there's a selflessness about that determined how we started. And we had a really hot start because of the tone she set in warm-ups. And then sometimes, we have a phrase that you guys have heard me say a lot. Sometimes you, sometimes me, always us. And tonight, they were very content to send 3 people to Lauren at all times and just take their chances with everybody else. Well, what happened? Timea Gardiner comes out hot and hits those shots. And then we start, I thought Kendall Dudley was so huge, and coming in and seeing the gaps to flash into and cutters. And, Lauren just was either a facilitator, or we said, look, if you're going to want to get clean catches, you better go get rebounds. And you know what? That's selflessness. That's like, I'm going to work so hard to continue to command those 3 people so that my teammates get cleaner looks. And so today is a day for me of people's growth, like Angela with 15 rebounds. And that's just a huge deal, for us, and I've really been challenging her. Or Timea, the work done in the dark always gets revealed in the light, and how this is a huge part of why we were so excited to add her to our team. But really, it's about teamwork and selflessness, and doing the work to improve, and that's what I'm most proud of.
Cori, do you know, with Kiki, is it going to be a kind of thing where you just got to reevaluate this week to know whether she's even going to be able to play Sunday?
I think she will be able to play Sunday. Yeah, I'm expectant for that. We were given a minutes restriction. So we had made a calculated choice to try to use those in the first half, to try to get some rotations and play some different combinations. But she felt fine. I don't have any reason to think that she won't be ready to go for next week.
And Angela, just again, Coach just pointed this out, but you got such balanced scoring from lots of different people. You guys dominated the boards, the offensive glass. Just having this kind of effort, knowing what's laying ahead here next weekend, kind of what confidence does that give you guys going into playing a top-ranked team?
It gives us a lot of confidence, and I think I know that we've been working on that confidence and just like the past few games of like building it slowly, and I think we did it today, especially because it was like everyone was moving, scoring, rebounding, everyone was doing something good, whether it was offense or defense. I think that it was a team effort, players and coaches included, and it's really easy to get all these points and all these rebounds when I have teammates who have an assist box out, who pass me the ball, or whatever it is, who make a cut to the basket, which doesn't seem like a lot, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Timea, correct me if I'm wrong, but career highs in both points and 3-point makes. How good does that feel, and how good did it feel like coming right out the gate to hit those 3?
I don't know if it's a career high, but it is for 3-point makes though. But I mean, it's kudos to my teammates. I mean, they found main positions for me to be successful, and you have Alina, who had 11 assists, 11 assists. Dishing like crazy, and so everyone just really shared the ball tonight, and obviously with the score, like you could see that, so it was really fun.
Mm-hmm. So this question is really for all 3 of you, but 2 stats that really jumped out at me were you guys out-rebounded them 65-28, and then you had 22 assists, which doubled their total. What does that say about this team and how well you guys all play together?
Yeah, it was a really big emphasis for us for our rebounds. We have goals for each game. Can I say it?
Sure.
Okay, just to make sure. Mm-hmm. We have to get 75% of the defensive boards, 40
defensive misses,
40% of our offensive rebounds, and like our whole mindset is just secure the ball. So force them to make a hard shot and then secure the ball, and as well as assists. Like it's so easy to score when you just share the ball, move the ball around without dribbling. Like, someone's bound to get open. And then, as Cori said, Lauren got triple teamed. Like, and of course, someone's going to be open. Timea, who's going to light it up.
No, I think that go ahead, Timea.
Oh, I just think we also ran in transition today a lot more, and we got out because we were getting defensive stops. And so that allowed us to get a lot of easy baskets, and we played inside out. And so it was pretty, I wouldn't say easy to score because Arkansas is a great team, but there's a lot of open people for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they had a specific game plan that they were gonna try to take Lauren away, make everything hard for her, and and so we had to adjust to that. And I think every game, and I think I shared this with you guys before, it's going to start with, okay, what are they going to do with Lauren? Because nobody can guard her one-on-one. So then, according to that, we can make adjustments as coaching staff. But the big thing for me is, if you control the effort things, we can do the tactical things. If we have to coach effort, enthusiasm, urgency, I'm not a very good tactical coach. And so when they come out and they play hard and for each other and with each other, then we can say, okay, this is what they're doing with Lauren. Okay, this is what they're doing in the zone. Okay, we're going to move the pieces around. We controlled 2-for-1s, at the end of quarters really well. When they play hard and control those things, we are much better coaches for them. And so I think that all those things started, those stats that you said, started with them controlling their effort and their attitude. You?
It meant a lot probably to have both you and Gab and then Kiki back in the lineup too, but then along with the focus warm-up, it just seems like which do you think, or maybe it was both, kind of led to the great start that you guys had? Because sometimes you guys have had the slow start, but it was just a masterpiece today. Is it people coming back, or was it what was it?
Thank you. I think it was partially people coming back, especially Kiki, because she's such a big part of this team, and we all respect each other a lot. So it's like when Kiki's on the floor, she's going to do something good. And again, as she said, it starts from warm-ups. Kiki was that one who started from warm-ups, and then I saw that, and then I was like, let's go. Timea always is the loudest one in warm-ups, and constantly is. She's always talking, and as a teammate, I see that, and I want to keep going with that. If I stay silent, then I'm not going to be a good teammate. So it's easy to play for each other when you have good people around you.
And then, Coach, Mike was just in here, and he said that this is maybe the best team that he's seen that you have, and you're loaded at every position. There's no weak spots, and so the sharing the ball is a great way to go into this game against the defending champions. But how do you balance that much talent? Because you guys do have a heck of a lot of talent.
Well, it is hard, but it allows me to have a level of accountability of the things that I know we need to grow in still. One of the things I was most pleased about today is we only had 11 turnovers, and that's been something we've really been struggling with, and that's what our goal is, to be 11 or less every game. And that's going to be even harder against South Carolina, but I thought that was a really good step forward with that. And Mike Neighbors, first of all, he's a superb coach. Second of all, he's been a really good friend to me through the years. And so when he stops me going through and compliments our team, it means a lot because I have so much respect for him. But talent is really just the floor. It is just the floor. And habits, mindset, toughness, character, that's your ceiling. And so really I could care less. We've known for a long time we have a talented roster. But I need to play the people and have the consistency of having great habits, great toughness, the grit. I actually showed him a clip today of Spoelstra from the Miami Heat talking about that grit and toughness is a learned skill. And if you want to be a championship program, and he was talking about the NBA, you must have that grit and toughness. It's a prerequisite. And I think that we've still got some growing to do. I thought we made some really good steps today, but we've got growing to do. And we have a great opportunity with South Carolina coming into this building. I think we have under 2,000 tickets left, so get them quick. It is for sure going to be a sellout. And so I think it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. I love it that the day before, Notre Dame's coming in to play USC. And so it's like Final Four level basketball in November in LA. Like, how awesome is that? And we need to come out and support. But the reality for us is that this is just another step. It's an awesome opportunity, but it's just another step to develop championship habits, to have championship level character, and to develop that toughness and grit.
And then one more quick one for Timea, if I could. You're one of the newcomers, and all of the newcomers just kind of just slid in like they've always been there. Like, how did that happen?
Kudos to the whole team. They've welcomed all of us with open arms, and even the coaching staff. Like, it's truly family here, and everyone truly cares about each other on a really deep level. So when you're a newcomer, it's really easy to like fit in here, and it also help. It's funny playing against, me and Angela played against each other, like, so it's kind of funny being on the same team. Thank goodness we're on the same team now. But it's funny to joke about all those kind of things. But at the end of the day, Cori's built a great culture here, surrounding family and truly caring about each other, and so it made it effortless being here.
Cori, earlier you mentioned how they've been planning for Lauren. So they planned for her, and she still had 20 and 12 today.
I know. Yeah, and it's a really down night for her. Darn her.
How big has this 3-game stretch been for her, especially? And for the
Yeah.
team?
I'm just, the thing I'm most happy about with Lauren is that her steadiness through the adversity. Almost every game we've had to take her out because she's had blood on her jersey because she's just getting scratched and clawed. And a year ago, that would have been a distraction to her. And it would have stopped her from playing, and she would have gotten a frustration level. And to me, watching that now, and literally 3 straight games, we've had to either change her jersey or to get blood off of it, and she just keeps on going. And I just am so proud of her maturation process and her mental toughness. I was watching a really good game and another great center in the country and the announcers were like, there's just no 6'7" that can do what this particular, I won't say who. I was like, oh no, there's another 6'7" who can do that, and she's on the Bruins, and it's Lauren Betts. And when you watch her move and watch her switch onto smaller players, when you watch her make this cut to the rim, the pass that Angela threw over the top, and watching her lay out and get that layup in transition in the first half, she is athletic. She has great hands. She's increasing her range on her shot. I truly believe Lauren Betts will be a future Olympian, and she'll be, a top pick in the WNBA draft someday.
Hey, Timea, how are you looking at this matchup with South Carolina in terms of kind of measuring you guys against the defending champs?
Yeah, we're truly focused on what we can do. And focus on what's happening with UCLA. They're a great team. We know they're a great team, but all we can control is what happens within our program. And our coaches are going to do a phenomenal job with the prep, and we're just going to go out there and execute the scout.
Coach Kendall looked a lot more comfortable out there today. Scored her first points. What did you like out of her?
Well, I think 2 people showed huge growth today, and Kendall was my first one. 9 rebounds, but her IQ for the game, kudos to her mom, who was her high school coach at Sidwell, and she came in with an awareness of what's happening and a purpose that very few freshmen play with, and understanding all the cuts and fills that we need off of double teams is not an easy thing to adjust to, and she did a great job tonight. But then I've been really challenged, and I don't think we've been getting enough out of area rebounds and doing the ones that usually Gabs does it. I can count on her, but Kendall's the other one that every single time, I don't care if the ball's across the court, she's going to go after it, and I think that showed up. And so I thought she was tremendous, and she's a great teammate. And so when I pointed that out in the locker room, everybody I think went crazy for her and she got a huge grin on her face, and I just was really excited for how she came out tonight. And the other person I've really been having some serious heart-to-hearts with is Janiah Barker. and just really talking to her. We had a huge analytics presentation last week. We did 2 extra film sessions about efficiency and what she needed to do. And so having 17 and 12 and being 6 for 9 from the floor, and the only shot she missed was her open threes, and they were good shots. And so to me, she made significant improvement in the areas that we asked her to grow. And so that's what it's all about, right? But Kendall, I thought, led the way in that, and Janiyah was right behind her.
Anything else?
Really appreciate you guys being here, and you guys are the faithful ones. I know it's going to be packed out in here on Sunday, but thank you guys for being here. It really means a lot, and let's really create a buzz in LA about basketball this weekend, and we need you guys to help us do that. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.